Alright, everybody, as I work on getting everything unmuted, welcome to week 2 of our third-party gaming UMP Hustlers division. We are here at Lernerville for a 30-lap shootout as we sit here and take a look at Dylan Patterson completing his first to 3 laps going into qualifying. Sorry, I just got done with driver's meeting, getting everything reset and set back up for the broadcast so we can get ready and go tonight. Who do you guys think is going to win? Colton Zimmer was our winner last week in a very intense 50-lap showdown. I believe that had somewhere around 7 or 8 cautions and had a couple good green flags runs, but it was very intense start to finish. I think every position got cycled through at least 2 or 3 times with multiple different drivers. Current pole sitter right now is going to be the '07 car of Tyler Bickford with a 15.53. As we take a look at him finishing up his qualifying run right now. Like I said, we are in week 2 of a 10-week season. Oh, let me go ahead and get this updated. We are live. We don't have to have stream starting soon no more. All my overlays are caught up. We are good to go. Take a look at a couple of the cars still on the track. Looks like we got Tayton Sander who just finished up qualifying. Looks like there's Brandon Marlowe coming out on the track right now. Dylan Patterson, or Tayton Sander and Dylan Patterson sitting rounding out your top 3 right now. Landon McLeod is sitting in 4th place and Ty Williams rounding out your top 5. Charles New III is going to be sitting in 6th place right now, sitting 0.2 of a second behind. And Jason Martin, the 43 machine, is sitting in 7th as of right now, 0.4 of a second back. I tell you what, guys, we had a very interesting show last week. We're probably going to have around 20 show up as well as last night. We are back, like I said, with our invitational season. Last season we did 3 leagues. This year we're doing 1. We just put all our focus into 1, and I think you guys will be very pleased with the results. I tell you who's very pleased right now, and that's going to be Colton Zimmer running the 15.38. Colton Zimmer, like I said, was last week's winner, last week's champion, actually. I had to go back and check the specific stat. I believe he ended up winning 4 or 5 races. Just to end one league, he actually ran UMPs as well as late models. And then you got James Murphy sitting in 3rd place right now. If it wasn't Colton Zimmer winning them, James Murphy was usually the other name that was involved. He's sitting in 3rd place as we speak, 0.04 of a second back. And the number 13 car of Michael Clark is currently sitting in your runner-up position right now. The 14 car of Grady Earnham, let's see if I can get caught up with him. He's already ran his laps. He is sitting in 4th place right now. And rounding out your top 5 as of right now is going to be the number 3 car of Dustin Price. Riding along with the number 51 of Jacob Lassiter. Jacob Lassiter just ran a 15.947. The top 8 is separated by 0.09 of a second. This is going to be a very stout field, very tight field going into the night's race, and that's how it was going into week 1. And I can't wait to see how everybody performs tonight over here at Lernerville. Biggest issue you got to worry about here, I know everybody talks about wall riding being a good issue. Good luck wall riding here, I dare you. Let's see if you can figure it out. Hey, if you can, you might be the winner tonight. Jacob Lassiter rounding out his qualifying times of 0.11 of a second behind the leader, sitting in an 8th place position with a 15.48. Max, I agree with you. Best day of the week. It is race day here at 3PG. Every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern's when we start. Usually all the qualifying and practice is over, and we get started about 10:30 every single night. Getting ready to go into heat number 1. Let's take a look. Is that a new pole sitter? Daniel Brady with a 15.537. Looks like he's going to be your pole sitter. Colton Zimmer sitting about 1/100th behind him. Michael Clark is going to be your second row, or 3rd place position. I about said second row inside. We're not in the feature yet, boys. We're getting ready to go into the first heat. While we wait for the first heat to get started, let's go ahead and go over a couple of our sponsors, of course. First off, just want to thank Bender Designs. Everything that Max Bender does for us and over at Bender Designs, we greatly appreciate them. If you ever need any kind of graphic arts done, whether it be a wrap or a spec map on iRacing, any kind of artistic work done, decals, anything you want, go ahead and hit him up. He'll get you taken care of. as well as HRI, Horse Racing Innovations over and Troy's Auto Detailing. Appreciate everything they do as well. And everything everybody else does to help everything go on. I know I might be missing a name or two, but we do appreciate everything you guys do as well. Other than that, I think we've wasted about the 2 minutes it normally makes us wait to get onto the racetrack. I think we're getting ready to go on. Let's go ahead and take a look at who's going to be starting us off in the first heat. Sitting in first place is going to be the number 96 car of Daniel Brady. Here we go, they're rolling out now. Daniel Brady in that number 96 car is going to lead them out. I was trying to click on the 07, I don't believe that is Tyler Bickford like that says it is, so we'll go ahead and wait for the overlay to catch up, and we'll go ahead and announce everybody in the seat for you. Alright, everybody, the number 96 of Daniel Brady is going to lead them around, and I'll announce the rest of the lobby as we get ready and go.
Green, green, green.
Stephen Gaines, that's who that was. I was sitting here trying to figure it out. The 07 was Tayton Sander on my screen, but that was Stephen Gaines sitting in that second place spot. Dustin Price is going to round out your podium in your top three right now. Tristan Sykes is sitting in your fourth place position in the number 99 car. Tayton Sander is sitting in your fifth place position back here. He's actually the 42 car. And sitting in sixth is going to be the number 3 of Ty Williams. As it looks like the number 99, Tristan Sykes, gets a little loose outside. Ty Williams is going to slip on the inside. He takes over fifth. Battle for fifth place going on right now between Tristan Sykes and Ty Williams. Ty Williams looks like he's going to clear as they get ready to go into three. Take a look back at our leader right now, Daniel Brady, holding a comfortable lead over Stephen Gaines as we speak, sitting about 0.2, 0.3 of a second ahead. Three laps to go this time by. Stephen Gaines is going to be your leader, leading down the back stretch. Dustin Price in your second place position, and Daniel Brady, your pole sitter, sitting in third. Lot of contact going on in the back between Tristan Sykes and Ty Williams as they come around the back stretch. White flag this time by. Stephen Gaines is going to lead him around. Dustin Price is going to try to make a move. Is he going to have enough time? Let's see as they lead him around the backstretch coming into three. He does get a nice little run. He's going to have a chance. Steven goes high, but he wins heat 1. Dustin Price will get 2nd place. Daniel Brady will round out your top 3. Tayton Sander in 4th. Ty Williams in 5th. Tristan Sykes will be your 6th place finisher. That'll be your first heat, everybody. And if that's what the first heat has in store, I can't wait for what everything else has in store for us, because that was a heck of a race. I have a feeling this one will work a lot better. So let's go ahead and go over who is starting out in our second heat. Starting out on the pole is going to be the number 20 car of Colton Zimmer. An outside pole is going to be the number 65 car of James Murphy. Starting behind him, I believe that's going to be the number 51 car of Jacob Lassiter. Starting off second row outside, it's going to be the number 26 car of Matt Fletchell. Sorry, I was trying to get to the cars who were in the back and announce them as well, but as I end up clicking one of them, I guess I disconnected. So we'll go ahead and get caught back up with our leader, Colton Zimmer, here as he leads us around for the start of heat number 2. I know it says 1 to green, but I think the pace truck light was on, so we actually got one more lap we're about to wait. Yep, pace truck did not go off. We got one more lap, and then we'll be going green flag racing. Who do you guys think's going to win this race? Last week's winner, Colton Zimmer. James Murphy was your 3rd place finisher. Is he going to finally get it done? Or is somebody else going to jump up and take the spot? Let me know who you guys think in the chat, and we will get ready to go green flag racing. Here we go, Colton. Oh my God, excuse me. Colton Zimmer's going to lead him around going into turn number 1. James Murphy's going to try to get around him on the inside. Is he going to have enough? He might. He's got a hell of a run coming out of turn 3. He's throwing a slider going into 3 and 4. James Murphy is your lap 1 leader going into your second heat, but Colton Zimmer's going to send it right back on him. He's coming in for the crossover. We got a battle for first. Looks like Colton Zimmer's going to lead him around that lap. Slider the crossover, slider the crossover. It's a back and forth battle we got going on. They're trying to see who can pinch the inside the hardest and get the best run. Colton Zimmer trying to get around, but Murphy's going to lead that lap. Jacob Lassiter and Dylan Patterson trying to take advantage in any way they can. James Murphy gets a heck of a run. Zimmer gets loose. Zimmer got a little bit loose. Murphy's going to take advantage. Murphy's going to lead. We're 0.3 of a second ahead. A car gets into the wall in the back. I think that's Charles New. I think he was able to get it squared away. James Murphy, Colton Zimmer, Jacob Lassiter is going to be your top 3 right now as we go 3 to go. White flag this time by. James Murphy's going to lead him around. Colton Zimmer sitting in 2nd. Jacob Lassiter in 3rd. Dylan Patterson in 4th. Trying to see what he can do to catch back up. Matt Fletchell in 5th position. And Charles New to 3rd, rounding out your top 5. Or top 6. But it ain't going to matter. James Murphy's going to be your winner of heat number 2. Colton Zimmer in 2nd. Jacob Lassiter in 3rd. Alright, as we get lined up for our third and final heat race, let's go ahead and get these 6 cars out and about and ready to go. Starting on the pole is going to be the number 13 car of Michael Clark. Starting on the outside pole is going to be the number 40. It is not the 43 car of Jason Martin. It is the number 43 car of Grady Earnman, one of your recruitment race winners. Heat race number 3 is underway. The number 13 car, Michael Clark's going to lead him around. Green flag racing this time by Grady Earnham's doing whatever he can to try to get around him on the low side. And Tyler Bigford's trying to make his way around Grady on the high side, coming out of 2.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Your first yellow flag of the night comes out right there. I didn't really see what happened. Let's take a look and see what we can find. I'm not really sure what happened right there. Might have missed it, but I'm not really sure what happened. So we'll go ahead and get lined back up as we get ready to go green after that phantom caution. First one of the night. Not doing too bad tonight. Like I said, we've made it through 3 heat races and we're getting ready to get going into our feature. Got a 4-wide salute going on right before that though for everybody to see. That'll be a spectacle as well. Getting ready to go green flag racing this time around. Michael Clark is going to lead them down the backstretch as we get ready to go into turn 3. Grady Earnham sitting on the outside pole. Who do you guys think is going to win? Let me know in the chat, guys, as we get ready to take them around. Just to get you caught back up with the race, I wanted to make sure everybody was able to see that green flag start. Not much has missed, or not much that you guys missed over there. Grady Earnman is still defending that 2nd place position. A little bit of battle going on for 3rd right now is Brandon Marlowe trying to take that 3rd place position from Tyler Bigford as he's sitting on the outside line right now. Tyler Bigford throws a spider. Ooh, I don't know if he was clear or not. Gets into the front end of Brandon Marlowe as they keep going. Very hard racing as we get just past our halfway point. It looks like Brandon Marlowe is going to be the tough recipient of that, unfortunately, from Tyler Bigford, as Tyler's sitting in our 3rd place position trying to battle for 2nd. Talk of the heat, though, from start to finish has been Michael Clark in that number 13 machine. He has led every single lap. Nobody has even remotely tried to compete for that 1st place position. Grady Earnman sitting in 2nd. He's trying to do what he can to catch up, but right now he is playing follow the leader on a single line race right now. White flag this time by Michael Clark, still your leader. Grady Ehrman in second. Tyler Bickford in third. Landon McLeod in fourth. Jason Martine in fifth. And Brandon Marlowe unfortunately had to pit it for damage repair. And that is going to be it for heat number 3. Exactly as I called it a lap ago is going to be how it stands. Michael Clark, Grady Earnman, Tyler Bickford, Landon McLeod, Jason Martine, Brandon Marlowe. So we get ready to go out for our warm-up. All of our drivers will get ready for a 4-wide salute. As we get ready to orchestrate that, we'll go ahead and take a small intermission. As you can see, our drivers are getting lined up for our 3PG Hustlers 4-wide salute. It is a third-party gaming tradition to always have this done before the race, and we're not going to stop here with our UMP Hustlers. As we get ready to lead them down, our front row is Stephen Gaines, Ty Williams, Daniel Brady, and I believe that is Dustin Price up there in that front row. Second row, I see names like James Murphy, Grady Earnman, and a lot of big names out there representing on that 3PG 4-wide salute. It doesn't get much better than that, folks. That's most of the reason we do it, to put on a great show for everybody, put on a great content for the fans as well, and it doesn't get much better than the 4-wide salute. So we get ready to bring them around. We're going to have, I believe, 20 cars lined up for tonight's feature. We'll go ahead and get ready lined up for that race. Usually from here we'll let them all launch from 4 wide. I was waiting for them all to do that at some point. I don't think they're going to. Oh, here they go. I was a little early on that launch. It's just a whole lot of too much going on to even call. So much damage going on the cars. It's a good thing these are virtual, or that would be millions of dollars in damage as we just watched between some of these cars. Few of these drivers able to make good time of these warm-up laps. Stephen Gaines, as you can see in that 07 machine, able to make some good times. Ty Williams in that number 3 right there. Stephen Gaines right behind him. Dustin Price behind Stephen Gaines. As we get finished up with our warm-up, and checkered flag is out. 30-lap features we got coming out for our A main tonight at Lernerville for week 2 of our third-party gaming UMP Hustlers. As everything gets lined back up, let's go ahead and take a look at how it's going to start. First place is going to be the number 20 car of Stephen Gaines. Sitting in second place is going to be the number 65 car of James Murphy. Sitting in third place in your final heat winner, number 13, Michael Clark. Sitting in fourth place is going to be the number 33 car of Dustin Price. Third row inside is going to be the number 20 car of Colton Zimmer. Third row outside is going to be the number 43 car of Grady Ehrman. Sitting in seventh place is going to be the number 96 car of Daniel Brady. Sitting in eighth is going to be the number 51 car of Jacob Lassiter. Sitting in ninth is going to be the 07 of Tyler Bickford. And rounding out your top 10 is going to be the number 7 car of Dayton Sander. I didn't really see if they were doing an invert. I wasn't paying attention too much as we were paying attention to that 4-wide salute. Let me check on that real quick as we get ready to get going. Hey, quick question. Is there an invert?
Yes, top 6.
Cool. Thank you.
Grady to the pool. Zimmer.
Alright, sorry about that. Had to see what we were inverting tonight for anybody wondering, wow, why do you not know what you're inverting? You should know that before every session. We do a Wheel of Doom wheel spin to see if we're inverting 2 cars, 4 cars, 6 cars, 8 cars, full field, or nobody. Looks like tonight we are inverting the top 6, so that's going to make Grady Erdman your pole sitter tonight. Sitting in second place is going to be the number 20 car of Colton Zimmer. Sitting in third is going to be the number 33 car of Dustin Price. Sitting in fourth place is going to be the number 13 car of Michael Clark. Sitting in fifth is going to be the number 65 car of James Murphy. And sitting in sixth place, your original pole sitter for this feature, the number 20 car of Stephen Gaines. Let's go ahead and get caught back up with our leader, the number 43 car of Grady Erdman, as we get ready to lead him around and go green flag racing. Pace truck is off. Here we go.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag racing going into turn 1. Dustin Price and Colton Zimmer are into the turn hard. They're causing 4-wide racing going on behind them. Grady Erdman's going to be the beneficiary. Oh, we got wrecking going on in the back. Wrecking coming out of turn 4. Daniel Brady, Michael Clark, I believe, is who I saw in that. Last week, it looked pretty good for the first couple laps. This week, we don't make it a lap. Go ahead and take a look at a slow-mo. We are 4 wide at this point, battling for about 3/4 of the racetrack. Looks like Daniel Brady and the number 13 car, Michael Clark, get into each other. Let me get a better camera view and we can kind of take a look at what happened, and we'll get ready to go green. I'll go ahead and play it in full speed for you guys. That is going to be your first caution of the night for our third-party gaming UMP Hustlers for week 2 at Lernerville. 30-lap shootout. We didn't even make it a lap. We still got all 30 to go. Still trying to make a whole lot of sense of what just happened right there. Let's get caught back up with our leader still, Grady Erdman. Grady Erdman and Stephen Gaines. Stephen Gaines is a car that started out in 6th out of all this, and he is already back in 2nd. James Murphy ended up starting 5th. Him and Stephen Gaines were both kind of the non-beneficiaries of the invert, if you will, and they're already back up in 2nd and 3rd. Michael Clark scored his 4th, but I know he's toward the back, so I believe Dustin Price and Colton Zimmer will be the beneficiaries of that as we get ready to go green flag racing over the next couple laps. Again, guys, I see a couple new faces in here. Michael Youngins, Jesus, Colton Zimmer, Chris Howard, Kirby Powers. Appreciate everybody coming out to the stream. Be sure to like and subscribe. And who do you guys think is going to win? Go ahead and check it out, or go ahead and type it in the chat. Who do you guys think is going to win? I think James Murphy's got a damn good shot. He started in 5th. He's already in 3rd. Let's see if he's going to be able to make it happen. One to go this time by as we're getting ready to line back up. You see everybody bunching back up 2 by 2 by 2 as we get ready to go around. Grady Erdman is going to lead them. Grady Erdman is your leader as he brings them around into turn 3, going into 4. There he goes. Stephen Gaines gets a little launch right beside him. They're 2 by 2 as we're green flag racing going down the front stretch. James Murphy's getting a heck of a run trying to make it through that inside line. See if he can get around Stephen Gaines. He's been able to make that inside work all night. That's how he got around Zimmer. Let's see if he can do it. He's trying. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to do it. He's going to cycle back up to the top. I think middle to the top is going to be fast here. As Grady Erdman's still going to be your leader, leading him around, coming into 3 and 4. Contact on the front stretch. Contact on the front stretch. I just saw a car go off the front stretch on my screen. That is going to bring out our second yellow of the night. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at what happened there. It goes bad right there. I think I saw that was Ty Williams, number 3 car. Let's see what's going on by him. Looks like it's going to be Ty Williams and Tayton Sander getting into each other. Let's go ahead and play it back coming out of turn 4 so we can get a view of what happened. I was trying to do half speed, but it'll be okay. Looks like Ty Williams was coming up on the outside, got in contact, got into Tayton Sander. Unfortunately, 2 cars fighting for the high side. One of them's going to cave, if not both of them. And it looks like during all that, Ty Williams took some damage, and number 37 took some damage, and everybody behind him unfortunately bottled up for that as well. We'll go ahead and play it back one more time so everybody can see it full speed, and we will get back to racing. Six laps complete of your 30-lap feature, or 5 laps, I mean. If you guys remember, we ran a 100-lap shootout here, I believe it was either last year or 2 years ago. That was a race that Dylan Patterson led, I want to say it was almost 65 laps. He was your leader at lap 77 when a caution came out. Many people thought he was going to win it. He was lapping people. And then Shane Yates sat in the back the whole time, saving his tires, ended up making it happen in the last 20 laps. It was a shootout. It was one of the best races we had for the whole season, and really hoping we can replicate some of that magic here tonight as we're 5 laps in of our 30-lap feature. One lap to green this time by as we get lined back up with our leader, Grady Erdman, as we're 5 laps in of our 30-lap feature. Still on your outside is going to be the number 07 car of Stephen Gaines. James Murphy sitting in the second row inside, and who other than Colton Zimmer sitting in that 20 car, second row outside, trying to make his way back into the win column again. Contact, contact.
Green flag, green flag.
Grady Erdman's going to lead him around into that. Let's go ahead and take a look back at what happened. Yellow flag is out. Looks like they didn't like that. They're going to bring that start back. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Let's go ahead and take a little bit look at what happened there. Yeah, from what it looks like, there is contact going on almost from the back stretch as they're going into 3. They're touching. Cars are through each other right there. Tires touch. Stephen Gaines isn't able to get anything going there. It looks like he tries to get it back going, and race control ended up deciding to call it back. I kind of had a feeling that's how that one was going to go. Since that is the first one to my knowledge, unless they make a distinct call, we'll go ahead and get them lined back up, and we will try that one again. Getting ready to go for our 3rd green flag run of the night of the third-party gaming Hustlers division and our UMP modifieds. lap to green this time by as we get ready to go back going.
Green flag, green flag.
Grady Urban's going to lead him around. James Murphy's going to be sitting on your outside trying to make his way around going into turn 1. Let's see if he can make it happen. James Murphy's been a fan of that inside. He's starting to get a run. Let's see if he's going to be able to make it around. Throwing a slider for the read right now. Grady Urban, is he going to come inside? He is with the crossover. Grady's going to lead him around for that lap. Crossover again by James Murphy as they come out of turn 2. He's going to throw that slider, I believe, right now. It is starting to get slick on that top side line. James Murphy led the lap, but just barely. A lot of hard racing going on behind him. Jacob Lassiter, Dustin Price, and we got our 4th yellow of the night. Looks like it's going to be the number 19 car and the number 99 car. Landon McLeod and Tristan Sykes. Let's go ahead and get a playback of what happened there. Get a far chase view. Let's go ahead and take a look at what happened here. I am on. Ooh, looks like it happened right in front of him. Oh, heck of a pile up. Yeah, it looks like multiple cars involved in that incident. And that's going to bring out our 4th caution of the night. Look who has snuck into your lead. James Murphy started in that 5th place position, has already made his way to the lead, and he's trying to get away as quick as possible. 9 laps in of our 30 lap feature. Grady Urban still sitting in that 2nd place position. He started out in 1st and he's held it pretty strong up until that last restart. Jacob Lassiter, a car that wasn't even, I believe, in your top 6, has already made his way to 3rd. And Dustin Price and Colton Zimmer are going to round out your top 5. Tyler Bickford is going to be sitting in your 6th place position. Matt Fletchell will be sitting in 7th. Dylan Patterson will be sitting in your 8th place position. Michael Clark will be in 9th, and Jason Martin is going to round out your top 10. One lap to green this time by as the number 65 car, James Murphy, is going to lead him around turn number 2 as we get ready to go green flag racing. We are sitting about a third of the way through this time. Got about 4 cautions to this point. It's been a little bit dicier than we'd like it, but it is what it is. We've had some good racing. I'm hoping it finishes out that way as well. Grady Urban sitting in that 2nd place position. He started on the pole after that invert. He was doing really good up until that last restart.
Green, green, green.
Jacob Lassiter is going to lead him around into turn 1. A lot of hard racing going on behind him. They touch, a lot of contact going on in the back. I believe it's going to be Dustin Price.
Yellow flag is out.
Yellow flag is out. Let's take a look at what happened there. Looks like Dustin Price and Jacob Lassiter ended up getting into each other. Tyler Bickford is the 07 car behind him. 3 cars going into the same spot. 1 to green this time by. James Murphy's going to lead them. They're not going green just yet. I do apologize. Preliminary call by race control. Still see pace lights on the truck, but it looks like race control is getting everybody ready to line up single file so we can finally try to get some laps in. Alrighty, it looks like we are going 1 to green this time by is James Murphy, and that number 65 car leads him around the backstretch. Excuse me. That number 14 car Grady, or number 43 car Grady Erdman is going to be sitting in that second place position, trying to see what he can do to get around him. Jacob Lassiter in that 51 is going to be in third.
Green, green, green.
James Murphy leads him around into 1, and it looks like he got a good restart. He's going to comfortably lead him out coming into turn 2. Jacob Lassiter and Grady Erdman trying to do everything they can to make it around. Tyler Bigford into the wall. I don't see his car. There he is in the 07 on the outside. He ended up making it through. Colton Zimmer looks like the big recipient of that one as he makes it around in the 4th place position. 13 laps in of our 30 lap features. James Murphy's still going to lead him around, starting to have a second place battle develop between Jacob Lassiter and Grady Erdman. Jacob Lassiter trying to do everything he can to make it around on the inside, and as soon as he can, try to make up some ground, and we got another yellow. Looks like Charles New the third might have been involved in that one. Looks like it's going to be Charles New the third and excuse me. Charles New the third and Dustin Price will be involved in that caution. Looks like Dustin just had a heck of a run. I don't know if Charles slowed up or what exactly happened there, but we'll go ahead and get caught back up with our leaders as we get ready to go green flag racing. Coming up our halfway point of a 30 lap feature. James Murphy is still going to be your leader. Grady Ehrman sitting in that second place position. Jacob Lassiter is going to round out your podium in the top 3. Colton Zimmer sitting in that 4th place position. Michael Clark is sitting in 5th. Matt Fletcher will be your 6th place driver. Tyler Bickford sitting in 7th. Jason Martin is sitting in 8th place. Ty Williams is sitting in 9th. And rounding out your top 10 will be the number 37 car of Brandon Marlowe. I believe the pace truck is probably going to lead him around one more time as we get ready to go green flag racing. Who do you guys think is going to win this race? Like I said, my pick from the beginning is going to be James Murphy. I said that in the beginning of the, I believe it was the second heat, and he's still having a strong finish or showing right now, even after the invert. Grady Ehrman's sitting in 2nd place, so he started off on the pole. He was the biggest recipient of, or biggest beneficiary of that invert, and he hasn't slowed down the whole time. But where did the 51 of Jacob Lassiter come from? And not to mention you got Colton Zimmer, last week's winner, right behind him. We're about to have a great back half of this race as we get ready for the second half of week 2 of our 3PG Hustlers. Here we go. James Murphy's going to lead him around. Grady Ehrman's going to try to see what he can make happen on that inside line as he kind of sits there going single file, wins with Jacob Lassiter sitting in 3rd in the 51 car. A lot of contact going on between 2nd and 3rd. It looks like Jacob Lassiter ended up suffering for that one. It gives Colton Zimmer a chance to make a run. Jacob Lassiter is going to have to make a move on Grady, or Colton's going to make a move on him. Not to mention, with all that going on, Michael Clark's trying to see what he can do to make some noise rounding out your top 5. $13 laps to go this time by. Let's go ahead and take a look at the cockpit of Michael Clark. As you can see, trying to see if he can make his way through on the inside line, getting around Colton Zimmer, and as soon as he can, he's got Jacob Lassiter sitting in 3rd place right in front of him. As you can see, this is the distance between 5th and 1st as of right now. Michael Clark trying to see if he can throw a slider on Colton Zimmer, but Colton's has a very good run going on the outside line. This is your 2nd place position, number 43 car of Grady Ehrman trying to catch up to your leader, James Murphy. 10 laps to go this time by. As you can see, he's trying to mess with the outside line a little bit, see if there's any extra grip up there, see if he can get a run, get some outside speed. I'd say he's found some kind of speed. He is right on James's bumper. If James messes up, James is done for. Slider coming in from Grady right now. James is going to cross over. Caution comes out. Number 22 car, that is Colton Zimmer involved. Colton Zimmer, he is off the track. Holy crap, we got a slow-mo for that one. Looks like that's going to be Colton Zimmer and Michael Clark going into turn 1. Looks like they touch going into the entry of turn 1. Two cars fighting for the same part of the track. Colton Zimmer gets sent off, and look at holy crap. If we can't get our editing team to get a Dukes of Hazzard edit to this specific frame right here, I'm very disappointed in 3PG. I feel like we could do it. Let's go ahead and watch this in full video real quick. Where'd it go? What happened to him?
Hang on, we're not going green.
What a ride. Let's go ahead and get caught back up with our leaders as we're getting ready to go green flag racing. It looks like I just heard them delay the green, so we're getting ready to go. Sitting in first place still is going to be the number 65 car of James Murphy. Sitting in second place is going to be the number 43 car of Grady Earnham, and still in third will be the number 51 car of Jacob Lassiter. Like Colton Zimmer was able to use his fast repair and get back out onto the track. For anybody wondering, everybody gets one fast repair if needed for the night. And for obvious reasons, Colton Zimmer had a very good reason to use that one. Eight laps to go of our 30-lap feature. We've had a lot of trouble getting this one done, but with no shortage of excitement and racing, that's for sure. Sitting in first place is going to be the number 65 car, James Murphy. Sitting in second still, like I said, it's going to be Grady Earnham. Jacob Lassiter will be in third. Colton Zimmer is sitting in fourth place, and Colton Zimmer is actually in the back. He was part of that caution. We haven't updated. Michael Clark will be sitting in fourth place, and Matt Fletchell will be rounding out your top five as we get ready to go green flag racing. One lap to green this time by as we're leading him around. James Murphy's going to take him single file as we come around turn one to get ready to go. Who do you guys think is going to win? Is it going to be the 65 of James Murphy? Is it going to be the 43 of Grady Earnham? Is it going to be the 51 of Jacob Lassiter? Or is it going to be one of these any other cars that I just clicked? Let's find out. Green flag racing. James Murphy's going to lead him around. Grady Earnham's coming right behind him. He's going to follow him going into turn one. Already got a yellow. Looks like this is going to be the onboard of the number 99 car, Tristan Sykes. Let's go ahead and take a look at what happened here. Looks like they were bumping each other like crazy. Nobody was able to get situated, and that is going to be your, I believe, 7th caution of the night. For the second time, 8 laps to go this time by for our feature. James Murphy is going to lead him around. Grady Earnham still sitting in your second place position, and Jacob Lassiter will be rounding out your top 3. Looks like a car I haven't talked too much about tonight, but been making his way through the field. The number 18 car of Dylan Patterson. Dylan Patterson was a car that didn't have the greatest showing after last week. It was definitely looking to have a strong bounce back performance and looking to have a good finish after this one. I'd say he's on the right path, sitting in the 10th spot, rounding out the top 10 right now. Would be in a good position to get a top 5 potentially as well as we get ready to go around with 8 to go. Southpaw, appreciate the follow. Thank you for following. Thank you for the likes as well. We appreciate all the support. Anything we can do or any kind of improvements as well, just let us know. As we get ready to have the cars brought back around, waiting for race control to make whatever call they are looking to make, and we will go green flag racing. One to green this time by. Pace truck's lights are off. James Murphy's leading them around in the one. You can see that track is really starting to get slicked up now as we only got 8 more laps to get finished up. Everybody joining in, welcome. What you're joining is week 2 of a third-party gaming UMP Hustlers division. This is an invitation-only league. These drivers had to run recruitment races to get in here and to get to the point that they are today. But enough about that. Here's what we're talking about now. James Murphy leading him into 3, leading him around into 4, and we're green flag racing going into turn number 1. Grady Earnham sitting in 2nd, and Jacob Blaster is leading your top 3. Jacob Lassiter with the slider potentially for first. James Murphy ends up coming down. Grady Earnham gets around him. We got another yellow. As I was talking good about Dylan, I don't know if he was involved or not. I don't know if that's what it was calling on specifically or what. I didn't see anything else happen on the track, so we'll get caught back up with our leaders. We'll get a race report or a race summary on that, put in the race report, and we will go from there. 6 laps to go, as I believe that was our 9th caution of the night. Couple cars to think about right now. Sitting in that 6th place position is going to be the 07 of Stephen Gaines. Stephen was a car that, if you remember, I want to say it was about 5 or 6 cautions ago at this point. Never thought it would be so many. He and your current leader at the time, or Grady Earnham, ended up getting into each other. I believe that broke Stephen's car. He had to pit, get his car repaired. He started in the back after that caution. He's already made his way into the top 6. Another car to keep in mind is Colton Zimmer as well. He's trying to see what he can do to make his way back up there. But you know who we really got to watch for? At 65, James Murphy, as he leads them into 3.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag racing. James Murphy's going to lead them around. Grady Earnham, Jacob Laster are still sitting in 2nd and 3rd as they come into turn 1. 5 laps to go this time by. Got a little bit loose in the back, contact in the back. I believe that's going to bring out another caution. Oh, they were able to get a handle. They were able to get it figured out. James Murphy's still going to lead him around. Grady Earnham's trying to fight. Jacob Lassiter's trying to get his hat in the mix as well. Laps to go this time by. Jacob Lassiter throwing in a slider. 2 laps to go. There's a caution. Caution is out. Looks like the 26 Matt Fletchell ended up getting into the wall. Ended up collecting the 43 of Jason Martin. Ty Williams potentially involved, multiple cars involved in that incident, and that is going to bring out your caution with 3 laps to go. Looks like we got 11 cars on the track right now. James Murphy's going to lead them around coming out of turn 2 as we get ready to go green flag racing. 3 laps to go. James Murphy, Jacob Lassiter, Grady Ernham. Is James Murphy going to get his first win of the season? Is Jacob Lassiter going to get his first 3PG win in general? As we're going green, here we go. White flag this time by. Looks like James Murphy's potentially going to get that win. Jacob Lassiter trying to get a second place. Grady Ernham's going to lead him around. Grady's going inside. Jacob's going outside. Is he going to cross? No, he's not. He's going to try to ride the outside. James Murphy's going to win it, though. James Murphy's your winner. Big wreck going on the front stretch. Grady Ernham in second. Jacob Lassiter third. Tyler Bigford fourth. Stephen Gaines fifth. Michael Clark sixth. Ty Williams seventh. Matt Fletchell eighth. Brandon Marlowe 9th, and Dylan Patterson will round out your top 10, folks. Go ahead and get lined up with our winner here, James Murphy. Alright, that'll work. I can't get a good camera, unfortunately, due to the angles. Let me go ahead and get everything muted. I'll get the top 3 drivers in here for an interview, and we'll get going to next week. Alright, everybody, we are here with the conclusion of the third party gaming with our UMP Hustlers division here for week 2 at Lernerville. Top 3 tonight was number 65 at James Murphy, the number 43 car of Grady Ernman, and the 51 of Jacob Lassiter. We'll go ahead and get an interview with the top 2 participants. We don't have Jacob with us tonight, so we'll go ahead and give him a golf clap. Congratulations to him. And we got Grady here. We'll go ahead and start off with him. First off, Grady, I feel like I haven't talked to you since the recruitment race, I think. And I know you won that one. You got a very fast car, and it's nice to see you back toward the top again. How'd it feel to actually, I mean, you were out in front. I thought you were going to win it at first.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I've been going through a little slump recently. We finally get momentum back, but just stepped on a little bit tonight and lost it.
The car's fast, that's for sure. And I mean, it's not like there's lack of competition here. Definitely, you and James at one point were starting to pull away. I know Jacob kind of made his way back toward the end, but it was really just you three cars for the whole night. The speed is definitely there. Got any sponsors you would like to thank?
Yeah, everybody over at NLRA, DQ Speed for the sets and Steven for all the sets. UDI TV, Fusion Setup Shop, Valley Contracting, Juju Suites, Studio A Hair Salon, Sipes Lawn Care, Sipes Driveway Ceiling, and then y'all for putting it on.
Perfect. And that is going to be your second place finisher, everybody. The 43 car of Grady Ernman. And rounding it out with a familiar face, the number 65 car, James Murphy. James, first off, congratulations. I think this is going to be your first win of season 5. I don't think I think he ran one or two of the recruitment races, not all of them. So, first actual race that mattered. You're 1 for 2, doing pretty good for the season. You think this is the year you get it done?
I hope so. I mean, just keep finishing in the top 3 and hopefully be at the end.
Well, I know I finally picked you to win a race at the beginning of the broadcast, and you actually won it. I have video proof and everything. I think I'm like 1 for 9 when I actually pick you. So the curse is finally over for me on that. You got any sponsors or anybody you want to thank?
Thank y'all for putting all this stuff on. Everybody with Twisted Speed. That's a new setup shop we got going, and it was pretty fast tonight. Talking Dirt. Everybody with the League of Outlaws, and just like I said, y'all for putting all this stuff on.
Perfect. We appreciate you as well, and that is going to be the number 65 car of James Murphy. We'll go ahead and get paused for about 30 seconds. I'll get these guys out of here, and I'll let you guys know what's going on for the rest of the week. Do, 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 do. Alright, everybody, that does it. That is going to round out week 2 of our UMP Hustlers division here, presented by Third Party Gaming. Next week, we are at the dirt track of Charlotte. We will be bringing it to Charlotte next week for our week 3. It'll be a good showdown. I don't have how many laps it is in front of me, but we'll get ready to get going. Can't wait to see everybody down there. We'll be there Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern. See you there.